All right, today we've got a really cool story from the world of vascular surgery. It's all about a life-saving device that started out as a total underdog, but became an absolutely essential tool. So let's jump right in. So let's start with the big question, right? How in the world do surgeons fix a life-threatening problem deep inside the body's biggest artery? We're talking about the main pipeline here. And if it fails, well, it's a huge deal. Okay, so to really get why the solution is so brilliant, we first have to understand the problem. And it all starts with the aorta, which is basically the body's main superhighway for blood. You see, sometimes this superhighway develops a really dangerous weak spot. It's a bulge called an abdominal aortic aneurysm, or AAA for short. The best way to think about it is like a tire wall that's starting to balloon out. And you know what happens if that gets too weak and bursts? It's catastrophic. It can be fatal. Now, for years, surgeons have had a pretty clever go-to solution for this. It's a minimally invasive procedure called EVAR, which stands for Endovascular Aneurysm Repair. And the hero of this standard procedure is this thing right here, the bifurcated graft. I mean, look at it. It's a really elegant, single piece of engineering, and it's shaped just like a pair of trousers. The whole idea is to reline the aorta right where it splits to send blood down into your legs. The way they do this is just brilliant. Surgeons guide this compressed graft up through the arteries in the legs, they position it right across the aneurysm, and then pop, they expand it. It's like they're building a brand new, stable bridge inside the artery. This seals off that weak spot so blood can just flow right through, safely. But here's the catch. This standard one-size-fits-most approach, it just doesn't work for everybody. So what happens when a patient's internal plumbing, their arteries, are just too tricky or complex? Well, the challenges can be pretty major. For a lot of patients, the aorta might be too narrow, or the arteries leading to the legs are blocked or super calcified. Sometimes the arteries have these really sharp, tricky angles. And think about a life-or-death emergency, like a ruptured aneurysm. There's just no time to mess around with a complex procedure like that. And this is where our Underdog solution finally enters the scene. It's called the Aorto-Uni-iliac graft, or AUI for short, and it's a totally different strategy for a different kind of problem. So let's put them side by side. Instead of that single, complex trouser piece we saw before, the EYU system is way simpler. It's more of a modular approach. It uses one main tube to fix the aneurysm and make sure blood gets to one leg, and then it uses a second, totally separate bypass to get flow back to the other. Here's how it actually works. First, they put in that simple tube-like graft, and they channel all the blood down the healthier of the two arteries. Then, they just block off the other artery with a little plug. Finally, the surgeons create a small surgical bypass. Think of it like a detour on a highway, to get blood flowing back to that second leg. Okay, so the simplicity of this procedure is its biggest strength, right? Especially in an emergency. But early on, that surgical detour, that little bypass graft, was a huge point of concern for surgeons. The big question was all about durability. I mean, would this external bypass graft actually last? Would it stay open and work for the long haul? Or was it just going to fail and put the patient right back in danger all over again? And this table, this really tells the whole story of that debate. You see, the early studies, they were not looking good. Some reported 5-year success rates, they call it patency, as low as 35%. Yikes. But as surgical techniques and the materials got better, the whole picture changed dramatically. More recent, much better studies show patency rates way up at 92%. That's a huge difference. So here's the bottom line. What was once seen as the AUI graft's biggest weakness, its Achilles heel, has now been proven to be a really reliable and durable solution. The new data has pretty much put that old argument to rest for good. So, with that major worry out of the way, what's the final verdict? Where does this little Underdog device stand today in a modern vascular surgeon's toolkit? Well, it's become an absolutely essential option. Its simplicity means fewer risky moves inside a really fragile aorta. It's faster, and that's a huge deal. Less time under anesthesia, less blood loss. And its versatility makes it the go-to for really complex cases. And, of course, those life-or-death emergencies. And this right here brilliantly illustrates its most powerful advantage: logistics. Just think about this.
To be ready for every single possible patient anatomy in an emergency, a hospital would need to keep something like 750 different sizes and shapes of that standard bifurcated graft system on hand. 750! Or they could just have 16 AUI components. Just 16. With the modular AUI system, they can be ready for pretty much any situation with just this tiny handful of parts. In an emergency, that simplicity, that availability, that can literally be the difference between life and death. So the takeaway here is crystal clear. The AUI graft has gone from this niche, kind of debated alternative into a proven, life-saving tool. It's just a great testament to how a simpler, more adaptable solution can become totally indispensable when you're dealing with the toughest cases.
You know, the story of this clever little device really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other underestimated innovations are out there right now, just quietly changing the world of medicine and making the impossible possible?